Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how that you can swap things out from one season to the next. I'm going to tell you about this stuff over here and just my whole philosophy of seasonal decorating. It's going to be really fun. I hope you'll find it interesting. And anyways, as you're hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. Feel free to sprinkle all that normal good stuff. Okay, so typically, let me start with what I usually do. Let's lay these down. Okay, so typically what I do in my house is I have a bunch of pieces scattered throughout my kitchen, family room, dining room, all that business. And excuse me, and I change these pieces and what is inside of them out pretty much every season. What this does is it means I'm using the same accessories over and over and over. I'm just changing them and changing some of the fluff that is inside of them. It makes it a heck of a lot easier. You don't have to store as many accessories and decor items. And I think it's fun to repurpose things from one season to the next. So this is what I had going on for Christmas. I had kind of a silvery, sparkly Merry Christmas theme with a lot of snowflakes. That was really my theme, and this is a good theme to do for Christmas because it carries on after Christmas into winter. So this was, I used a ton of glitter this year too, it was really fun. This was one of these little tin wall pockets that I got months and months ago at Goodwill, and they've been changed 100 times. They were fall, and then they were Christmas, and now they're going to become Valentines. And this right here is just a wood round from, I think I got it at Home Depot a few years ago. And it has been painted and washed and stenciled and painted and washed and stenciled. And painted and washed and stenciled 100 times. It was fall, then it was Thanksgiving, this is Christmas. I know my light makes it hard to see, but oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And I do the same thing with my candles. Okay, so I'm just starting to think about those things and what I want to do for the next upcoming seasons, and I want to show you. And we'll do them. We'll do some of them. We'll be working on all kinds of things for the next several weeks. Okay, so let's start with these angels because these are a new item, and I have this one right now sitting in my kitchen area on this little sideboard, and I used the magnoliadiy.com Victorian pattern stencil and some white chalk paste on the wings, and I'm going to show you what I can do on the other side. I can also wash this off for the current season. Also, we're going to do one with one of these Proverbs 31 stencils. So we'll do that first, then we'll do the candle, and then we'll do the galvanized tin, and then off camera I will sort through all my flowers to figure out what I want to fill this with. This is usually sitting in my kitchen just on the countertops next to this big piece, so they kind of need to coordinate. Okay, so these angels come like this. This is like painted, I guess it's wood, I don't know, and this is stained wood, and they're shelf sitters, they're adorable. So for Valentine's, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to stencil the body of her right here, and then I'm going to do a little something on her wings. And I think I'm going to do these. This is called Hearts Pattern, and it's a good thing to do on something that's not, you know, straight up and down square, because these hearts go all different directions. So it does not matter if you're, you know, kind of off a little bit. We're going to also use this on the candle, I think, or possibly on the galvanized tin. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to measure stencil. And I have had this one, I think, for 2 years. I've used it quite a bit. These are reusable many, 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 many times. And they're super versatile, and I just love the fact that I can use them, then put them away, and then pull them back out next year and use them, and then put it away and then pull it back out. I like the idea of being able to use things many times. Oops, my fuzzing towel must have a bunch of pieces of canvas stuck on it because I was working yesterday on these. On this. I'm starting to work on this idea of making these mobiles for Valentine's Day. So obviously I've got little bits of canvas stuck fabric everywhere, and I got some of it in my stencil, but when I wash it out it'll be fine. Okay, so I've fuzzed it. This is a tacky towel. I can also use a pair of jeans or a t-shirt or something like that. But I'm just going to loosely lay this over the top of my angel and press the hearts down in just completely a random style on my wings. And then we'll stencil it. And then we'll do the body. And I think I'm going to do the hearts in white chalk paste. So this is the Magnolia white chalk paste. It's great. I love this stuff. It's super easy to work with, and it's not permanent, so I can wash it off. I can wash it off at the end of the season, unless I want it forever, and then I'll spray it with a quick coat of clear matte sealer. Otherwise, it's not permanent, and that is really great for this kind of decorating if you want to do this thing where you swap your containers in and out for the different seasons. Okay, somebody's asking me, where can they get this little angel shelf sitter? And I will get you a link as soon as I'm done. But if you're eager to go look, you can just go to magnoliadiy.com, all smushed together, Magnolia DIY.com, and click on the surfaces tab, and that's where this little angel will be, on the surfaces page. Okay, and I'm not going to put my stencil in a tub of water just yet because I'm going to use it again in a few minutes. Oh my gosh, this is so cute! Oh, it's adorable! I'm just going to stick it right there. Isn't that cute? I mean, almost you don't even necessarily need to do anything else to it. So this is what I had before, which I'll just remove that when I'm ready. And this is what I have for Valentine's Day. And then I thought we would use one of the new Valentine's minis, which, let me tell you this, I forgot to mention this at the start of the video. I have this set of Valentine's minis that's from 2022. It's brand new. It's adorable as well. And I'm going to give this away. So, to get your name in my hat for this stencil, just sprinkle this video. This one right here, to your social media anytime between now and, let's say, Saturday. And then I will put everybody's name in a hat who sprinkled, and I will pull one name and I'll tell you who will get it, and then I'll pop it in the mail to you. So to sprinkle just means to share, means to take this video, click the share button, and put it on either your personal Facebook page if you want, or if you're in a crafting group that allows that kind of thing there, or you could just tag some friends in this video, but let me know. Tell me in the comments that you sprinkled so I know to put your name in my hat. So this is what I'll be giving away. Okay, let's do this part right here. And I think we're going to use from, this is the new set, I Love You. And we're going to do it in black, Okay, so I'm going to just cut it out of my set of new 2023 Valentines minis. That's what these little lines are on these stencils, where you can cut it out. You could, of course, leave it all one sheet if you want, but it's a little bit more difficult to handle if you do that. Okay, and I'm going to write what it is on the back of the carrier sheet so I know which side to put it back on. I love you. And then this is brand spanking new, so we're gonna fuzz it well. And I didn't do anything to prepare the surface here. I really don't think that you need to. You could do the whole entire body of the angel in an all over pattern if you want, and leave the wings plain. I mean, there's so many things that you could do with this. Okay, so here's my little stencil. And I'm just gonna put it like right down here. And you could decorate her by putting something around her neck, some ribbon, or, I mean, it's totally up to you. For this one, I'm gonna use black chalk paste. Just looks like this, super versatile. These are the colors that I use the most. And just gonna take just a little bit, put it on my squeegee, push it through the holes on my stencil, and then I'm gonna scrape with the flat side of my squeegee. Scrape off the excess. This is what it looks like. And this is the peel and reveal. It looks great. Okay, I'm throwing this in my tub of water over here. And I just want this to give you some ideas of how you can change this piece out seasonally. So that's one thing to show you. For the other one that I have, you know, they have two sides, so you can do either side you want. I'm going to do one of my Proverbs 31 stencils. I think I'm going to do this one that says, she is clothed with strength and dignity. And we're going to just use the words and the part of the flower. We're not going to do the square stuff on there. And this is a great stencil because you can do so many different things with it. And we did this a couple weeks ago. This is a Dollar Tree frame. This is some of that Dollar Tree pick and steal, or pick and stick, or pull and stick off the back wallpaper. And then I stenciled the front of the glass. And it's the same stencil. It looks different when you use different parts of it. So this is a great set. Okay, so this idea came from my friend Cindy Medlin, who is a creator on my team. She's so crafty, so cute. She has so many cute ideas. And I asked her if it would be okay with her if I did her idea, and she's so sweet. She said, of course. Okay, I'm just looking to see if I do want my words to be kind of straight to the bottom. So I'm just going to fiddle for a second. So I fuzzed it, although I've used this one quite a bit. And we're going to do the black again for this. And I'm just going to do the words and the flower. I'm not going to do the lines. So I need to pay attention. Sometimes I'll get talking and forget what I'm doing, and stencil way more than what I intended to do. But the good thing is, this is not permanent, so I could wash it right off and do it over if I wanted. Okay, so I've got it on. I'm just scraping off the globs. And this is what this one looks like. We could put a design in black on her wings if we wanted. Oh, this is so cute. Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't have my stencil down fully, but I can fix this with a toothpick in just a second. Let me show you. Sometimes you'll get a little teeny bit of bleed like what I did at the end. If either you don't have it completely pressed down, or if you use too much medium, which I didn't do, so I probably didn't have it fully pressed down, but once it's dry, I can kind of scrape off the areas where it was a little blurry, or I could use a wipe and just remove the whole entire thing. What do you guys think? I love her. This would make a great gift, especially if you have, you know, somebody in your life that that loves angels. It's just awesome, I think. Okay, so let's do our candle next, and let's think. Actually, let's do the galvanized tin next, and I'm going to use the hearts. So I used the bottom part of this stencil. I'll just be using the top of it. And let me fuzz it just a little bit more up here at the top. Normally I would wash my stencils and dry them in between uses, especially when it's a big one. But I wanted to do all these projects at the same time, so we're just going to make it work. And let me tell you this, having this little bit of white chalk paste here to sit for a little while before I get it in water and then eventually wash, that's not going to hurt anything. Chalk paste is really pretty, gentle, and good to use on your stencils. It's more ink or darker colors that you need to be more conscientious to get off ASAP. Okay, so I'm just pressing my stencil flat onto my surface, and I'm trying to not have any bubbles. These stencils have a little bit of stretch to them, which is great. So you can use them on a surface that's not 100% flat. Okay, I think I pretty much have that on there. Let me get my finger cleaned off. Okay, so for my Valentine's decor in my personal house, I have a ton of this color and cream and white. So I'm gonna do gold. We're gonna try the gold chalk paste. It's called glittering gold, and we're gonna add in a little bit of white here and there, and we'll just see how it looks. And if I don't like it, I will just start completely over. So, easy, easy. Just getting some stirs. Trying to get a hold of a stir. Okay. So that I can start with a few little blobs of white chalk paste here and there. And I do want to tell you guys that when you're working with chalk paste, especially if it's on kind of a bigger surface like this, you do want to move as quickly as possible because you don't want it to dry in the holes of your stencil. Because then when you pull your stencil up, a lot of times you'll be pulling some of your chalk paste up off the surface. So moving quickly is important, and because this is an all over kind of a pattern, I think there's, you know, if it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Yeah. Okay, so I have little blobs everywhere, and hopefully you can see that. And I am just going to start kind of doing this little swirly motion. I might need more medium on here. You probably do. I'm going to try to get all the way to the edges. And I'm just mixing my white chalk paste in with my gold. Need more gold. So I'm just kind of, you know, getting it all sort of mixed up. Hopefully it'll be pretty. And then I will quickly come back and scrape off the areas where I have big globs of chalk paste still sitting on here. What do you guys think so far? Do you like this idea? What I call this idea that I have about decorating seasonally is I call it container decorating, basically, because you switch out what's on the outside of the container, and then you are switching some of the fluff for each season, but you're using the same pieces. And that's just something that I have personally done in my house, going way back to when I was a consultant with Southern Living at Home. That is when I started doing that. Okay, I'm going to put this excess here, not back in my tubs because I don't want it all mixed up, but I'm going to stick it on a paper plate. I'm just going to get as much of these big globs up as we can, and we're going to call it a day. Let's say good enough. I'm pretty sure I have everything covered. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Oh, it's pretty. Okay, so, oh, it's really pretty, this combination of colors. I'll show you in just a second on my galvanized tin. One thing I would recommend, if you're going to stencil on galvanized tin, don't use a brand spanking new stencil on tin, because it can be hard to get up unless you fuzz the heck out of it. Seriously, that sounds funny, but because you don't want your stencil to be stuck on your surface forever, and also you don't want it to pull up all the beautiful stuff that you've just put down. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I will just dig through my flowers. Those look pretty good, actually. I'll dig through my flowers and come up with some kind of little cream and white arrangement for my kitchen. And we'll probably add a few things to it, but what do you guys think? So this is what I had going on in my kitchen at Christmas time. Can you see those are snow? That's an all over snowflake. And this is what I'll be doing for spring. If you have bright colors in your Valentine's decor, you know, red and pink and purple or whatever you like, then use those colors for sure. Okay, let's do this. This is a battery operated candle that has been stenciled and washed and stenciled and washed and stenciled and washed a lot. We're going to use this repeating love pattern on it. And I think I'm just going to use my gold chalk paste. We'll see how that looks. I do want it to be, my love words to be straight. or as straight as I can possibly get them to be. And this stencil has also been used quite a bit, which is a good idea when you're doing a project like this, to not use a brand spanking new stencil, because you don't want it to stick to itself or not be removable. I think it's relatively straight. So let's start. Okay. All of these glittering colored chalk pastes are so awesome. They have a bunch of different colors. There's like a rose gold color that's really nice. There's a glittering black. There's a glittering copper, which is awesome. Let me think, what else do they have? And then they also have glittering inks, which are really nice. I'm gonna hold on to my candle by the... So if this was a real candle, not a battery operated one, I think that would be fine to do it, but I would never burn it that you weren't completely aware of what was going on. You know, I would hate for something to happen and for it to catch fire or something. I'm not saying it would do that for sure. I'm just saying to just be cautious. I think this is going to just end up being sort of globby. I think, you know what I did different last time I did this, I'm remembering, was I used a paintbrush. Let's do that. I used a paintbrush on my candles, I believe, and that made it a lot easier to get it on and to get the big globs off. Okay, I need to step it up and move a little quicker so it doesn't dry in my stencil. So tell me in the comments, what colors do you like to use for your Valentine's decor? Are you a traditional red and pink and white kind of person? Do you like to use different colors than what are considered Valentine's-ish? I would love to know all that. Okay, so I'm gonna gently, oh wow. Oh my goodness. You know what? Okay, let me set this down for a second and throw this in my tub. It almost looks, and I'm going to need to wash my fuzzing cloth, it almost looks 2D or 3D or something. One of those Ds. It almost looks like the chalk paste is standing up. And I could sprinkle some glitter on it right now if I wanted, but I'm going to keep it subtle this year, for this season anyways. So that was what I wanted to show you, those projects. If you want to get your name in my hat for this giveaway, which I'll do on Saturday, just sprinkle this video to your social media, or to your Facebook page, or to any crafting groups that you might be involved in that are good with that kind of thing, and to then tell me that you did it in the comments so I know. And I'll put your name in my hat. This is the 2022 set of Valentine's minis. Every year they come out with something new. So this is this year, 2023. And this is 2022, but it's brand new, never been used, and there's a lot of really cute designs on there. Let me pull up what we did. And that is what I wanted to show you in this quick video, to be thinking, what do you have in your house? Like, do you have any of these glass cylinders? These are the best. And I have picked up most of my glass cylinders at Goodwill for $2 or $3, because you can stencil them and then fill them with some seasonal fluff and then wash them and then stencil them and fill them with some seasonal fluff, and you can just do that all year long. And same with something like this big wood round. It can be swapped out. I'll just wash it off in the sink with my stencil sponge, dry it. I may need to add one more little coat of paint on it to have it be looking fresh and new, and then I'll do something on it seasonal, and then we'll do the same thing over and over and over again. So anyways, thank you so much to you guys for watching. If you liked this video, do a this, or say something to me in the comments. Check to see if you've liked and followed this page. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And let me know that you did. If you want to get your name in my hat for this new 2022 Valentine mini stencil. Let me know if you want links to anything. I'd be glad to grab those for you. These, I can get you direct link for the angels, for the stencils, for the chalk paste, really for anything that you would like. What else? I don't know. Oh, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. All that good stuff. So, I will see you guys later. I will get pictures of everything and share them here, as well as just on this page. Oh, thanks, Helga. She says, thanks, Heidi. I always love your ideas. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone for sprinkling. And Patsy Kersey says she wants to follow. Awesome. You just click on that follow and like button that's up here somewhere. Okay, somebody's saying they would love to win, but they haven't been able to purchase. That's fine. There's no purchase required for this drawing. Just sprinkle this video to your social media. What sprinkle means share. It's a Facebook word. And then tell me that you did it in the comments so I know to put your name in my hat. Okie dokie. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later.